Study section 2. A survey of the main branches of philosophy. Basically, the way I teach it, there are three main branches of philosophy. One of them is metaphysics, which studies reality. Then epistemology, which studies knowledge, and axiology, which studies values. But some scholars see other aspects, as, for instance, metaphysics, epistemology, axiology, practical philosophy, social and political philosophy, logic, and so on and so forth. But we should know that logic is part of epistemology. Social and political philosophy is part of axiology, and so on and so forth. That is the way. But we shall do justice to some of these things as we move on. The branches of philosophy. There are 5 main branches of philosophy. Remember, I mentioned 3. We shall see: epistemology, ethics, metaphysics, aesthetics, and logic. If you look at it, you discover that even axiology is not here, and axiology will have taken care of ethics and aesthetics. Epistemology and logic that is here should not have been here in the first place. It's ought to have been taken care of by epistemology. So logic is an aspect of epistemology. Ethics and aesthetics are aspects of axiology. But let's take them the way they are here. Epistemology. Epistemology is from 2 Greek words: episteme, meaning knowledge, and logos, study of or theory of. So when combined, it means the study or theory of knowledge. Let's move on. Epistemology is that branch of knowledge which investigates the nature, scope, and quality of human knowledge. It looks at so many other things like truth and so on and so forth. We read some of these things very critical. For instance, the study of epistemology focuses on the means of acquiring knowledge and how we can differentiate between truth and falsehood. Truth, it talks of truth, when you have so many definitions of truth. They're not stated here, but you can see them in your book if you get your book. As we have so many variables to truth, we say that truth functions as 1, correspondence; 2, pragmatic; 3, coherence. These are the 3 aspects of truth. Then let's move on. Okay, leave it. Let's go. Let's see. Modern epistemology generally involves a debate between rationalism and empiricism. Yes, this is necessary because rationalism has to do with a priori knowledge, empiricism has to do with a posteriori knowledge, which also have to do with rationalism, a priori knowledge, and reason are the same thing. Empiricism, a posteriori knowledge, and what? And sense data are the same thing. Let's move on. 3 kinds of knowledge. The 3 ways of approaching the study of epistemology are belief, truth, and practice. 1 is belief. The traditional definition of knowledge as justified to belief will be seen as part of this type of investigation. Knowledge. When somebody asks you, what is the definition of knowledge? The answer is simple. Knowledge means justified through belief. Belief, not just any kind of belief, but belief that is justified. Then truth. Aspects of truth are, as I would have mentioned before now, correspondence, coherence, and pragmatic. Correspondence will let's explain correspondence. For instance, if they ask you, if somebody says, our lecturer is outside, he's standing outside, and you go there and you see your lecturer, it is correspondence theory of truth. Because what the person said corresponds with what you have seen outside. It tallies with what you have seen outside. That is correspondence. Then you have coherence. You also have pragmatic. Coherence you can be for now, but pragmatic is that says that truth is whatever works. Whatever works is true. Then the 3rd one is practical epistemology. These are attempts to review which truth-founding procedures or methods that will be reasonable for use in everyday life. What practical knowledge can we get in everyday life? Then we talk of branches or schools of epistemology, or what we call theory of knowledge. Remember, what we call theories of knowledge. Rationalism. As I've said, rationalism is from the term ratio, reason. Rationalism is an epistemological view that the mind or intellect, rather than the senses, is the only main or main source of knowledge. The mind is the source of knowledge. And here we say that knowledge comes from reason. Empiricism, on the other hand, this is from the Greek word empiria, which means experience. That knowledge comes from experience. Let's move on. Ethics, you can pray. This is that area of philosophy which investigates the principles governing human actions in terms of their goodness, badness, rightness, or wrongness. Ethics is a science of behavior which tells how one should behave in society. It's a philosophical study of right and wrong, most of behavior. We have ethical theories. One of them is utilitarianism. Let's move on. We have Platonism. We have Epicureanism from the term Epicurus. Then cynicism. Let's move on. Ethical skepticism. This one shows that morality is relative. It depends on society or individuals. Then subjectivism, which is related to that one. Motivist theory, emotivist theory. This is the consequence theory. All these theories are found in the text. Let's move on. The second one is metaphysics. Metaphysics is a branch of philosophy responsible for the study of existence. There are two branches of metaphysics, but before that, we can say simply that metaphysics is the study of reality. Simply defined, study of reality. There are two branches of metaphysics. One of them is ontology, which is the study of being or being. The other one is cosmology, which is the study of the universe. Some metaphysical problems. One is the problem of permanence and change. Let's explain this one. We discover that permanence and change. When somebody was born, for instance, one of you was born, and he was called a Mecca as a child. The person then grew up. You have grown up as a Mecca, and today you are still seen as a Mecca, and people still recognize you as a Mecca who was there, let's say, who was born 20 years ago, or 23 years ago, or 25 years ago. The same person. You get me? So that means so many things have changed, but so many things have remained. Those things that have changed are the problem of change, what we refer to as problem of change. Those things that remain that still make you a Mecca are what we call permanence. Then we have free will and determinism, dualism, solipsism. Solipsism is the view you can determine free will and determinism and dualism. Solipsism is the view that only I am the only person who exists. And aesthetics, this is the study of beauty and what is beautiful, study of work of art. You know, beauty they say resides in the eyes, lives in the or resides in the eyes of the beholder. This is the study of aesthetics. Well, let's go on. Logic. Logic is a branch of philosophy which studies rules and formulas that help us to distinguish bad arguments from good arguments. Some concepts in logic. A. Proposition. A proposition is a statement which affirms or denies something. Any statement that is simply put, a proposition is any statement that can be said to be true or false. For instance, if I say it is raining, if it is raining, it is true. If it is not raining, then it is false. But when I say come here, it is not a proposition because you cannot say whether it is true or false. Then inference. Inference is the process whereby we make claim on the basis of which we arrive at a conclusion. Obi is the man. Or let's put it this way. All men die. The example that we have given before. All men die. Obi is a man. Therefore, Obi will die. The inference. The way these things, the argument is changed. That is the inference. Then we have argument. Argument is a piece of discourse in which claim is made and reasons are given in support of the truth of that claim. That is inference. Then premise